guys, how are you? Andy Suku, founder here, Y2K Credit Solutions. Hope you're all doing well. I have a great topic I want to speak to you guys about. And first off, let me ask you this. Do you guys know what the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act says? Have you guys heard of that law? Similar to CROA, FCRA, Fair Debt Collection Practice Act represents and has the guidelines how collection agencies, law firms, creditors conduct their business with consumers. So if you don't know, I'm going to break it down today for you guys, okay? But I'm going to give you a little backstory how this topic came about. So someone did a post on social media. Of course, again, all of my topics either come from your recommendation, thank you for that, or it comes from a post that someone sends me and they want clarity on it. So someone sent me a post and it was speaking about a guy saying, hey, you know, well, one thing, I don't understand what it means when people on Instagram put a background of a law and they're pointing but no words. I don't understand what that means. Like, I don't know what that means. So, and then later on they say, don't pay a collection. Don't pay a law firm. That's what they were saying in the video. So the person sent the video to me and I looked at the video and they asked us to break it down, clarify what does that mean. Again, a lot of people on social media are not qualified to give you financial information. They are just white labeling someone else's course that they went to or they paid for, and they all of a sudden think that they are a credit expert, right? They think they know how to fix credit, and all they're doing is white labeling a course or a program that they bought from someone. And what they're not telling you is that in the program that they bought, half of it is telling you how to do bank fraud, right? So be careful where you're getting this information from. Anyway, let's talk about the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. Oh, and it said, this is what the video said. Let me go back into that. The video said that don't pay any collection, and attorneys, something along the lines of collection agency pays or buys the debt from attorney, or they get paid by the creditors to collect on the debt. Something along the lines. I can't remember exact verbiage, what it said, but that's something along the lines. Basically, they were saying because a collection agency gets paid to collect on the debt, or a law firm gets paid to collect on the debt, you don't have to pay this debt. You could do a debt validation and you could dispute the debt. That is 1000% wrong. Now, FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, tells you what your rights as a consumer is. If you haven't read that 150-page document, I suggest you read it before you go follow one of these guys that's giving you false information. 150-page FCRA. That represents the consumers. What the consumers are entitled to, what your rights are in validating a debt, so forth. Fair Debt Collection Practice Act, which you can read that document. I believe it's a 200-page document. I've read it. I haven't read the most updated one. There was some amended information added to it. I haven't read it yet, but there was an addendum, or it was amended, something like that, I think 2 years ago. I haven't read that yet. But Fair Debt Collection Practice Act tells you how a collection agency, how a law firm, how a original creditor has to conduct business with a consumer. What extent they can go to on collecting a debt. It also speaks about lawsuits. But nowhere in that document, and I've read it, I know it like the back of my hands. I know that document inside out. Actually, I know all of the documents. Nowhere in that document does it state that it is illegal for a collection agency to get paid by a creditor to collect on a debt. Nowhere does it say that a law firm cannot charge a fee to the creditor to represent the creditor in a lawsuit. Now let me break that down for you in layman terms. Let's hypothetically say you open a collection agency. So you're collecting on behalf of an original creditor. Let's say Capital One sends you a debt for $500. And Capital One had no success on collecting on the debt while it was in their possession, 180 days. They had no success collecting it. So now they sent the debt to ABC Collection. We'll call it ABC Collection, okay? ABC Collection gets the debt. Now, ABC Collection has a staff. You have a staff. You have collectors for different account that works different hours, so forth. ABC Collection is not paying their staff off of air, or the staff's not working for free. ABC Collection is going to charge the creditor, or the creditor is going to agree on a percentage of what's collected that becomes the fee for the collection agency. Nowhere in the Fair Act does it state that is illegal. Would you work for free? No, you wouldn't. Now let's move forward to law firms, because you know we deal with a lot of law cases for clients, judgments, lawsuits. It states, there's actually a section that's about a half a page long. I believe it's on page 28 or 29. One of those pages, or even 27, between that page range. It actually states how a law firm can conduct business with representing a creditor. Now, if you're a law firm, let's use the same scenario. You're collecting for a debt on a creditor. Would you be working for free? No, you wouldn't. I don't even know law firms that, and any law firms that work for free. Our law firm don't work for free. Okay? So, there is nowhere in that document that protects collection agencies, creditors, lawyers, that says they are not able to charge a fee. Every company is entitled to charge a fee for their service. That is not a crime. That is not a substitution or a punchline for you to write a letter to think, oh, you can get out of a debt. It does not state that in the law. So I highly recommend that you guys read the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. Read the FCRA law. Read CROA. How credit repair agencies work. That's what CROA is for. The Credit Repair Organization Act. Read that. If you read that, you'll see a lot of these so-called credit repair companies are running unethical business, are doing unethical business. These documents are all PDF'd on the internet. You can find them. You don't have to pay for them. They're free. You know, then there's another video I'm going to talk about using the LIU Cornell law, where this guy is pointing all day. Again, doing this, I don't understand what that means. I'm trying to tell you, use U.S. Code 1608B, whatever code he's trying to talk about. He's only showing you a snip of the code. He's not reading the whole code. If you read the whole code, the reason he's doing the video says, the code says that's not going to work. That's not how the code is set up for the U.S. 16B code. But that's another video we'll talk about. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. There's a lot of confusion behind it. A lot of people are telling you certain information. If you read those bylaws and the law book and again, I've said this before, every industry has policies and procedures. Policies and procedures are written out in the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act for how a collection agency, law firm, or creditor can conduct business. So don't think for 1 second these billion-dollar companies are going to violate a law, and even if they do, it's not something that's going to get your debt dismissed. Let me explain that to you guys. When I say violate the law, instead of them calling you 3 times a day, they may end up calling you one more time 4 times a day. That's because all collection agencies are on an automatic dialer. So, guys, please do your research. Read these laws, understand them for yourself. They can help you in a lot of ways and avoid you getting taken advantage of from a lot of these companies. All right, if you have any questions about this video topic, drop it below. I'll try to answer it for you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.